Hey again, Chris. Hopefully that is better. Let's see. Yeah, looks much less laggy now. So let me start by dropping the. It looks like the audio is super loud too, so I'm gonna pull that back a little bit. But let me start by dropping the list of unpurchased players again. So 3 spots available if anybody wants to add anything to their auctions tonight. Conley, Early, Davison, Gutierrez, and Wyatt Huddapole available for $3 total. Chris got Waldrop, Hurley, Elion. Your guy, Elion, still chasing. And Josue De Paula. Let's see. We also, let me just refresh the page one more time to make sure that the stuff, or that spot still has been paid for. It has not. So Sabin Sabalos also available. Went for $14.50. I'll make him available for $10 if anybody's interested. So Sabin Sabalos available for $10. Chris, was that take as in you want to pick up the leftover lot? All right, Chris, you got it? Chris, leftovers for $3. And if anybody is interested, Darren, that did happen. And Meb picking up Sabin. Meb, let me get that canceled for you in eBay. I was as shocked as you were, Darren, but hopefully that means we're pulling a monster Langford tonight. I was a little bit behind on the leftovers. Chris grabbed those already, so we are going to get started. Just let me know in the chat if you want to if we should start tonight with one of the jumbos or the super. Everybody says super. Let's see. Can almost buy a box. Yeah. Maybe he knows something. Boaz says his son's calling for the super too. Let's see how I might have been confusion as another dealer is doing jumbo cases, 2 super jumbos. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that spot. AJ Ewing went super cheap. Yeah, Ives, I saw that. He went for $1.49, so it was a nice grab on him. Another guy who's playing really well that went surprisingly low, Cam Fisher. I started some trivia last week. I'm going to do some trivia again this week. So after the first box, I'm going to do a trivia question, and the winner of the trivia question is going to get to choose one of these 3 slabs. So we have Carlos Jorge Lava to $3.99 first PSA 8, Balcazar Purple Shimmer PSA 8, and a Joe Mack who is actually playing pretty well. SGC 8.5 yellow Yellow Sapphire first. So we'll get to the trivia in between the first box and the second box. So be ready for that. I totally agree with you, Boaz. I'm in New York City, and one of the, I guess one of the biggest women in the hobby, Jess Mineo, is right in my neighborhood. She's one of the people that helps run Bleecker. So we definitely need more to add to her. Although she's definitely representing well. So let's start things off. Everybody calling for the Super. So we'll start off with 5 autos. I know Jess got a card in Big League this year. I didn't realize that was happening, and then I saw the card, and I was excited to see it. Let's see, already got our hits today. Saw Salas play. Wow, that's awesome. Helen saw Salas play today. Had him sign a ball, and Homer Bush signed a game-used jersey. That is awesome. That Padres org is pretty good, and doesn't really get much better than Salas and Homer Bush Jr. That is 2 awesome signatures to get. DBG, my guess for the trivia question is Anthony Volpe, trying to get his pick in first. I don't know. Usually my trivia is about current minor league players. Not guaranteeing that's what the case is going to be tonight, but typically I keep the trivia minor league related. But who knows? Who knows what it could be tonight? Meb said, I set your bids and was on the road. Can't believe you won some of the spots you did tonight. Yeah, it was definitely really mixed tonight. Bunch of good prospects looking good so far. Christian Scott, of course, the one that I'm paying the most attention to. Could be in the major leagues with the Mets not too long from now. Kind of came a little bit out of nowhere over the last year, and all of a sudden looking really good. All right, we're starting things off tonight with a Jake Cunningham. Jet Williams, speaking of Mets, I guess Christian Scott is in Syracuse. Jet Williams is a Rumble pony. We have an Eric Batoni. Brian Acuna, Colton Ledbetter, one of my favorite under-the-radar prospects in this set. Getting the first, I think he's actually, is he a second rounder or a late first rounder? Second rounder on the board. Marcelo Meyer, Kemp Alderman, Ludwig Espinoza, Braden Taylor, another Tampa Bay player. We'll sleeve up that Ethan Salas right away. Emmett Olson, Alberto Rios, Drew Jones, Michael Carrico, Roman Anthony, Jake DeLeo, Christian Opper, Andrew Walters, Christopher Torin, Bryce Eldridge, Noble Meyer draft night insert, and our first refractor is a first Zach Levinson on the Fuchsia Lunar Crater to 199. Open up our top loaders for tonight. I was listening to one of my favorite minor league baseball podcasts. Always like to plug Arm. He did join one of our breaks one time. Actually, I think maybe twice. It might have been a few years ago and then again last year. But Arm Layton's podcast, I think it's called The Call Up. He did a podcast where him and his partner guessed who would be called up first. They did a draft of players that they believe could be called up soon. And they had Skeens as number 1 for pitchers, Christian Scott as number 2, and number 1 and 2 were, of course, Heston Kjerstad and Joey Loperfido for offensive players. Loperfido has 13 home runs now. Heston's been stuck on 10 for a few days. Both of them hitting out of their minds. Going with another refractor pack. Looks like we're going to get another Lunar Crater. Aqua this time. Shouldn't expect to see color in paper in a refractor pack. None there. We have a Nazem Zanatello, Drew Gilbert, Max Anderson, Ariel Castro. There's a Matt Shaw, which means we probably have a Jacob Wilson behind the Felton Celestin. We do. Hunter Owen, Marcus Brown, Levi Wells, Marcus Brown again, and Levi Wells again. That was weird. Christian Knapzik, Colson Montgomery, Jace Borfin, Jacob Cravey, Xander Muth, Jason Woodward, Jack Mahoney, Connor O'Halloran, Bryce Eldridge on the glass, and a first Aqualunar Crater of Cade Culler, numbered to 125 for the Braves second rounder? Yep, Braves second rounder. So we have 2 Lunar Craters, a second rounder, and Levinson a fifth rounder, to go with a couple nice players from that pack in base chrome. Wilson, I haven't checked his average in a few days, was hitting over 400. Last time I checked, he was back under the 400 mark in the 300s, but off to a really nice start this year. Let's see. Sonny DeChara went from AAA to single A to A this week. Ooh. Is that injury related? I know he hasn't been playing great, but a move back to 2 steps is not a good sign. All right, we're going to our first autograph pack here, and our first autograph is going to be... I can't tell if that's a base or refractor. I think it's a base. Ooh, that Blake Mitchell got eaten up in that pack somehow. It's weird. We have a watermelon. It is a Mariner, and it's Brock Roden. Brock Roden, number 69 of 199 for the 160th overall pick. William Bergola, Carson Roccaforte, Brooks Lee, another Nazem Zanatello, Drew Gilbert, Max Anderson, seeing some repeats in the same pack. It's really strange. Ariel Castro, another Matt Shaw, Felton, Jacob Wilson, Hunter Owen, Cade Culler Refractor, Andrew Lindsay. There's an AJ Ewing for that cheap AJ Ewing spot tonight. James Wood, Cooper Ingle, Lazaro Montes, Andrew Pinckney, Tamar Johnson, and our first auto is Christian Campbell, a guy we've been hitting a lot of ink for. Hits again tonight. Felton Celestin, Transformative Talent, and Drew Jones, Draft Picks and Prospects. So a lot to sleeve up there, starting with the Watermelon Roden. Meb, are you Roden tonight? Pinckney, Ingle, Culler, Lindsay, and Ewing first refractors. And then ink for the first auto hit of the break for Christian Campbell. Our second, Jacob Wilson, Matt Shaw, and Nazem Zanatello. For anybody who's new to our breaks, because I know there were quite a few names that I didn't recognize tonight, I always like to mention that all Chrome cards will be sleeved up before they get mailed out to you guys. We don't sleeve up everything live in the break to keep things moving, but if there's anything that you see that I don't sleeve up immediately and you want me to sleeve it up, feel free to let me know in the chat. Let's see, Darren saying got outbid on CJ Kifus by a Kifus. Yeah, I think that's his dad who grabbed him in our last 2023 draft break, at least for a few weeks. I know we have our relative of Tanner Hall back in here again tonight. We have a Sky Blue, Joe Whitman, numbered 137 of 499 paper. Brady Smith, TJ Nichols, Cole Foster, Jacob Berry, Mac Horvath, Hao-Yu Lee, Charlie Soto, Hans Montero, there's Waldrop, Luis Guanipa, Blake Mitchell, Refractors of Ty Pete, Luis Almeida, Colin Houck, Wellman Francisa, Jack Hurley, Jackson Churio, Saban Sabalos. There you go, Meb. Justin Crawford. And, okay, the other one that went a little crazy tonight, Ralphie Velasquez went for over $100 for the first time tonight. And maybe these guys that are going a little high on the bids know something, because there is the very hard to hit Ralphie Velasquez. That's only the third time we've hit Velasquez in a break. Skeens and Max Clark there. I looked up Velasquez's stats because of the fact he went so high. I was wondering what caused that. He's hitting over 300, has a bunch of RBIs, and a handful of home runs. So Velasquez definitely off to a nice start this season. And I am very happy for our Ralphie buyer tonight that we were able to get him on the board for you. The auto-only first rounder there. That is a nice watermelon of Brock Michael. Meb didn't have him tonight. It sounds like Michael did. Grateful for the Zanatellos, but haven't made your 30 back yet. Well, at this rate, we're going to see one every pack. So we'll see if we can get enough base to at least get you enough base to recoup the 30. There's the Whitman Sky Blue paper. All right, we are 2 packs down. Let's go to another refractor pack. We'll save, I think I'm going to save the rest of the auto packs for the end there. We have 2 out so far. 2 base autos, Ralphie Velasquez and Christian Robinson. Max Clark getting on the board in chrome. Carlson Reed, Connor Burns, Nelson Rada, Ethan O'Donnell, Dylan Questad, Tommy Hawk, Samuel Munoz, Paul Wilson, Conley Early, Hunter Haas, Gabriel Gonzalez, Quinn McDaniel, Jace Young, Yasser Mercedes, Hao Yu Lee, another Charlie Soto, Hans Montero, Hurston Waldrop, Luis Quinipa, Jacob Gonzalez on the glass, and a purple non-first, Jackson Holiday. Starting to pick it up a little bit, Jackson Holiday. I haven't looked at his stats in a few days. I saw he got on at least one more time. 191 of 250 there for the top prospect. Now off to a bit of a slow start in minor leaguer. How are Holiday stats looking over the last couple days? Anybody been keeping track? Oh, we got sent back down. Okay. Well, he definitely seemed, should we call it, overwhelmed in his first 30 or so at bats. I saw that he got that single, another single in one of his last few games, but I guess that was not enough. The team decided it was time. All right, we have a Christian Knapzik, Colson Montgomery, Jace Borfin, Jacob Cravey, Xander Muth, Jason Woodward, Jack Mahoney, Connor O'Halloran, Caden Morris, Jason Savacool, another Max Clark. So many repeats in this box. Carlson Reed, Connor Burns, Nelson Rada, Ethan O'Donnell, Dylan Questad, Tommy Hawk, Samuel Munoz, Paul Wilson, Conley Early, Blake Mitchell Draft Night, and a Jerron Watts Brown non-numbered speckle. Yeah, I guess the fact that they had pulled him out of the lineup and he wasn't playing every day probably makes it a better idea that they send him back down to the minors to figure out what he needs to do in order to have a little bit more success next time he's up. Have a lot more success the next time he's up. Did they send him down before this weekend series, I'm guessing? We have gold that looks like coming up here. So we'll have something numbered to 50 in the refractor spot. Before we see our last three autos, we have a Joe Whitman Chrome, Patrick Riley, Seth Keener, Zach Thornton, Tayshaun Walton, Jonathan Mejia, Devin Saltaban, William Bergola, Carson Rockefort, Brooks Lee, Ryan Clifford, Grant Taylor, Wyatt Huddapole, Joe Whitman, Patrick Riley, Seth Keener, Zach Thornton. What's going on with the repeats? Tayshaun Walton, Jonathan Mejia, and Devin Saltaban again. Nazan Zanatello with the draft night insert. And the golds is a first. It's an A's player. Cole Miller. Was really hoping for that to be a Jacob Wilson, but Cole Miller, number 9 of 50. I assume he is not related to Mason Miller. 103rd overall pick there. Cole Miller getting a gold hit. Mike Bovey is doing really well at AA. Let's see. 2022 draft news. Drew Jones went deep. About time he starts picking things up down there. Happened to Cowser last year, and look how he's doing now for sure. Yeah, I hope that nobody's too down on Jackson Holiday. At his age, coming up that quickly to the show is got to be difficult. We have a blue auto coming here. No color in this auto pack. In paper, Ludwig Espinoza, Chase Davis, Yoandre Vargas, Noble Meyer, Travis Honeyman, Alex Ramirez, Christian Campbell, Luis Angel Acuna, Zach Levinson, Jason Churio, Jonah Cox. That is Nolan McLean in a refractor. Spencer Jones, Dylan Campbell, Brady House, Kendall George, Yanquiel Fernandez, Sean Sullivan, Coleman Picard, and the blue auto is Oriole Giant, possibly, maybe Tiger. It's a Tiger, and it's Max Anderson with a Jacob Wilson and Bryce Eldridge insert behind that. So Max Anderson, the early first rounder for Detroit, getting a blue auto. That one is number 20 of 150 for the 45th overall pick. Let's see. I'm going to take the color down, and we'll put the Max Anderson and the Ralphie up in the display with that Zach Levinson. Bunch to sleeve up from this one, too. Jacob Wilson, he still is batting around 400. Waiting on Jacob Wilson. HTA numbered to 150 auto coming back from PSA. That's the Mojo auto, right? Wilson's back up to 248, 249 again. I know he dropped below 400, but I guess he stayed hot and got back above that mark. All right, we got first rounders Noble and Chase Davis. And we have two more packs, two more top packs, I should say, two more autos to come from this Super Jumbo. You had Jacob sign a ball at the WAC tournament last year. He's Jack Wilson's son, right? Looks like we have a purple coming after that blue Max Anderson, so we'll get a couple numbered on the board at least here. Cade Morris Chrome, Jason Savacool, Jake Cunningham, Jet Williams, Eric Batoni, Brian Acuna, another Colton Ledbetter, Marcelo, Kemp Alderman, Braden Taylor, Ethan Salas. Refractors, we have Brandon Winokur, Davison De Los Santos, playing better now that he's a D-back and not on the Guardians. Ty Floyd, Samuel Basayo, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Brando Maia, Rhett Lauder, Isaiah Coupet, some really nice refractors there. And who's this going to be on the auto? Michael Carrico. Purple refractor auto for Michael Carrico with a Paul Skeens and Colt Emerson insert behind that. Michael Carrico purple. That one is card number 97 of 250 for the 149th overall pick. Few nice autos out so far from this one. That a really nice pack there in terms of hitting some chrome and refractors for good players. Let me flip these over. All right, refractors of Coupet. Rhett Lauder. Oh, I guess we have to do another flip. Rhett Lauder. Bradfield Jr., couple first rounders, and the non-first but first base card of Basayo getting a refractor. He was the auto only before that. Winokur second rounder, Floyd first rounder, so bunch of nice players in the refractors that time. And one more super pack, one more auto to go. The last one is going to be another base. And no more color out of the papers in this box. We have a Dernish Valdez. Dylan Head getting on the board for the first time. Camilo Diaz. Kevin Sim. Oh, I keep reversing this. Deanne Jorge. Luke Schleger. Lucas Gordon. Alex Clemmy. Jesus Baez. Jay Bashirs. Cole Young. We have a refractor of Justin Reimer, Elijah Green, Joe Vitrano, Garrett Bowman, Landon Morotis, Austin Trozer, Jackson Wiggins, Wyatt Crowell. Our inserts are Jacob Gonzalez and Drew Jones. And our final auto of the box looks like it might be a Met pitcher. And it is Austin Trozer, another guy we've hit a lot of ink of. We had a blue wave Austin Trozer, a blue Austin Trozer, and I think we hit an Austin Trozer number to 71 Speckle also. So this is at least the fourth Trozer auto we've hit. We've hit a few Max Andersons. We've hit a lot of Christian Campbells. And like I said before, I think this is our third Ralphie Velasquez. I think a purple might have been our low-numbered one. All right. As I mentioned, between the first and second box, we're going to do a quick trivia break. First person to get one of the three correct answers will get the choice of the three slabs that I showed before the break. Let me just open the answer back up. All right, and the question is the top three hitters in average exit velocity for major leaguers this year. Name one of those three players. So average exit velocity. Top three players. First person to get one of those names right will win their choice of one of those three slabs. Betts is not one of the three, and neither is Ohtani. Might be the only category that they are not one or two in. Not Guerrero, not Langford. Is Soto in the top three? Soto is number 4. Ellie is not in the top 3. Devers is not in the top 3. Alvarez is not. Ohtani is number 6. That was a better question than I thought it was going to be. Tyler O'Neill is not in there either, or Stanton, Hunter, or Chris. Ellie not in the top 3. Ooh, I like this. Judge not in the top 3. Stanton, no. Raleigh, no. Raleigh is in the top 10. This is a good one. I'm gonna let you guys keep guessing it. I'm gonna start ripping this box. Judge is just outside of the top 10. CES, no. Chris. Chris is our winner. Kirk, no. Schwarber, no. Trout, no. Gunner is number 2. Chris, you are the winner tonight. So, here is the Baseball Savant list. Top average exit velocity. Miguel Sano, Gunnar Henderson, Bobby Witt, Soto, William Contreras, Ohtani, Matt Olson, Lawrence Butler, Seiya Suzuki, Cal Raleigh, Jesus Sanchez, Aaron Judge, Patrick Bailey, Brandon Marsh, and Matt Vierling. So, Chris, you were up. You got it first. Which one of the 3 slabs do you want? We have the Balcazar Purple Shimmer, Carlos Jorge Lava, or Joe Mack Yellow Sapphire. I'm going to keep it moving. I think my chat is on a little bit of a delay, so I'm sure Chris gave me his pick already. So let's keep things moving in the meantime. And we have our first jumbo box of the night. 3 more autos to come. Over the last few weeks, all of our autos have been in the top row except for 1 box. So we're going to take the top row, move it to the bottom, try and keep the suspense building till the end of the box. We have the box empty. Chris grabbing the Carlos Jorge, making all of our Reds fans jealous. Although I guess two of the 3 cards were Reds cards. I was considering making the trivia question very Mets and Reds specific, but I figured that would be unfair to since we have a few Reds fans in here. It might have made it easier for them. My backup trivia question was going to be, who did the Mets trade to the Reds for Taylor Naquin? This is just for fun now. But does anybody know who the Mets traded to the Reds? One player has a Bowman card, the other does not. 2 minor leaguers. You have a sky blue Jaden Ham paper. Dylan Questad getting chrome, Alfredo Duno, Ethan O'Donnell, Luke Keeschel, Nelson Rada. We have a Cole Schoenwetter speckle, James Wood transformative talent, refractor of Roderick Arias and CJ Kifus. Couple hits out of the first pack. I guess the Naquin thing would have been a little too Googleable too. I'm happy with the way that went. That it was a little tougher to find the answer. TBG Googled it. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about Sano. It was good to see him back on that list. I was surprised to see Witt there. Alan, you're all good on Mitchell. Thank you for sending the payment in. We do have I think 1 chrome on the board of him already. Oops, Try not to show the back cards. Yep, Jose Acuna and Hector Rodriguez. DBG is all over these trivia questions now. Yeah, Hector Rodriguez. The fact that we got Taylor Naquin as a short-term rental in a season that we didn't do anything, almost as bad as trading Pete Crow Armstrong for Javi Baez. We have a Marcus Brown, Garrett Forrester, Hunter Owen, Samuel Zavala, a third Jacob Wilson, Chris Clark, Chase Davis Glass, Jackson Baumeister, and Carlos Jorge. There we go. Carlos Jorge. Right after Chris gets the first Carlos Jorge Lava. Helen got the that second question right as well. Ooh, looks like we have a yellow lunar crater. Back-to-back breaks, we've been hitting a lot of lunar craters. I think we hit 3 or 4, or maybe even 5 last time, and this will be our third on the board already. We have a Braden Taylor Chrome, Brock Vradenberg, Tommy Hawk, Hero Wyatt, Ludwig Espinoza, and our yellow is Maui. Nice break last week for Maui with the orange auto, and tonight we hit him again with number 46 of 75 for Maui Ahuna, the 117th pick. Rainer Arias Transformative Talent, Teddy McGraw, and Philip Abner Refractors. My bet of the night that we have on in the background is Karl Anthony Towns over 17.5 points. I think he has 9 at least already. So we're trending for a good number. So everybody, let's root for Karl Anthony Towns to get some points tonight. 17.5 seems like a very reasonable number for Towns. All right, we have a Philip Abner base, Kemp Alderman, Teddy McGraw, Chase Jaworski, Jet Williams, said his name a lot already, Anthony Gutierrez, Paul Skeens draft picks and prospects, refractors of Hero Wyatt and Chris Clark. Mets making a lot of NL Central teams a little bit stronger by sending over top prospects for not great rentals with those two trades. Yep, Chris, the Maui, I would expect would be there tomorrow. I know somebody else from upstate already got one of their orders, so I would think that all of the local ones should be coming through in the next day, and then everybody across the country. I don't know if anybody else was in the break last week. We have a Jackson Baumeister Sky Blue paper. My post office, for the second time in the last 6 weeks, scanned all of the packages in as dropped or as arrived at a P.O. box rather than scanning them as dropped off at the post office, and that messed the tracking up. I was checking back and forth with them multiple times during the week to make sure everything was moving properly because the tracking wasn't updating, and it was. So if anybody saw that their stuff appeared to be dropped off at a P.O. box in New York or arrived at a P.O. box in New York last week, that was good old USPS. And your stuff is on the way if you didn't receive it yet. All right, we have a CJ Kaifus Chrome, Connor O'Halloran, Cam Collier, Jack Mahoney, Cole Carrig, Jason Woodward, Noble Meyer Draft Night, refractors of Brock Vradenberg and Gavin Cross. I gave the guy at the post office benefit of the doubt the first time and didn't call him out on it, but had to have a discussion with the management team there the second time it happened. So hopefully that error won't happen again with them scanning in packages incorrectly. We have a Sky Blue and a Lunar Glow coming up in this pack. We have Colson Montgomery, Rainer Arias, Christian Knapsick, Johnny Farmello, Levi Wells, Jake Cunningham getting the Sky Blue Refractor, and Alberto Rios getting the Lunar Glow Refractor. Jacob Gonzalez getting on the board for the first time tonight with a Refractor, and Emmanuel Bonilla getting the other Refractor. Nice hit for Jacob Gonzalez there. I think that's the first time Farmello is on the board as well. And Cunningham and Rios both getting color. Still waiting for all of our autos in this jumbo box. No Cam. Let's see. Cam Collier finally coming out. And I don't think we've had a Cam Fisher yet. We have a blue wave, it looks like here. That could be in the auto spot. Let's see what we have coming up. We have a Jake Cunningham, and there we go. There's our first Cam Fisher Chrome. Jason Savacool, Roderick Arias, Cade Morris, and let's go right to the auto. It's upside down, or the possible auto. Homer Bush, Xander Muth. I thought I recognized the top of the card. I was wrong. Xander Muth, Blue Wave Auto. That one is numbered 113 of 150. Jackson Holiday Transformative Talent, and Refractors of Trey Morgan and Michael Arroyo. Let's see, we'll put that Xander Muth up there. And let's see. I'm assuming that means we probably won't have an auto there. If we have an auto, it's a base there, but I don't think it will be. Paul Wilson Chrome. There's Wyatt on the board finally for our Wyatt guy. Samuel Munoz, Emmanuel Bonilla, Tommy Hawk, Jacob Gonzalez, Drew Jones, Refractor of Cole Carrig and Cam Collier. Second Carrig of the box, second Jacob Gonzalez of the box. Both of them got a Refractor and a base Chrome now. Wyatt on the board. That might be the first Wyatt of any kind we have out tonight. Let's see. If we have an auto here, then I'm going to move that left pack down. We got some sirens in the background, and as it goes so often, when we get sirens in the background in New York, we get a big hit. We have a red in the potential auto spot. Good luck, everybody. Let's get right to this one. All right, we have a Davison Gutierrez Chrome, Xander Muth, Jacob Cravey, Jace Borfin, Paul Skeens on the board for the first time. Can we get a Skeens and then another Skeens? It's happened before. Okay, it's going to be a flag variation. I thought for a second we might have had a Brady. Flag variation of Drew Jones. That's not a real auto, right? That can't be a real auto, so that is numbered 53 of 54 for the Drew Jones red flag variation. So not the most exciting red we've ever seen, but a cool, very cool hit for the Drew Jones spot. Jacob Gonzalez on the draft picks and prospects, Luke Keeschel and Alfredo Duno. So I'm assuming that means we still have two autos left. I would hope that that does not count as an auto. Let's see. Who has Drew Jones tonight? Drew Thorpe was 4-0 with a .75 ERA, and Padres aren't winning that trade ever. Who they got? That was for Cease, right? There's Skeens. Fake red, right? That was anticlimactic. I was hoping for something real nice there, and it's a nice card. It's a good player, but I was really hoping for a red auto number to 5. Nice enough that we'll keep it in the background display for the Drew Jones owner, who should be scrolling through in the chat in the side scroll soon. So we'll see who had Drew Jones tonight. I think if I remember correctly, the Drew Jones owner went in pretty hard on big prospects, big prospect non-first. So happy that we could get something. Knock over my garbage bag. Something nice for him, if that is who I was thinking it was. We have a Mikey Romero, Trey Morgan, Ethan Salas, Gavin Cross, Samuel Munoz, and we're going to get a black auto. If I remember correctly, that Ty Pete auto goes off to the side a lot. That might be Ty Pete. So black auto, and there it is, Ty Pete, my favorite colored auto of the year, that black Bowman draft auto. I don't know if that being so close, it doesn't look like it goes off the card, but if I were the owner of Ty Pete tonight, I probably would not send that to get an auto grade. Doesn't matter in value anyway. Just send that one to PSA. We have a Justin Crawford, transformative talent. Wyatt on the board for the second time, this time in a refractor. And Cole Schoenwetter getting a refractor. So in a couple packs, Wyatt going from nothing to a refractor and a base. And that is the nicest Ty Pete we've hit in a while. Let's see, the number on that one is 72 of 75 for the 30th overall pick. Let's put that up front and center. We'll move the Ralphie over. Sad that we won't see another black auto pulled for at least a few weeks going to 2024 Bowman that does not have black autos in it. Nice Wyatt Langford there. So let's see, that auto came here, and then we should have our final auto there. Michael, that was you on the Ty Pete. With all the Ty Pete excitement, I missed the Drew Jones owner in the scroll. That's upside down. That actually might be the last auto, and we've had 2 colors, so good chance that that's going to be a base auto there. We have a Conley Early, Michael Arroyo, Max Clark back on the board in chrome, Luke Keeschel, Paul Wilson. It is our auto, and it is another base Christian Campbell. So I said we've been pulling a lot of Christian Campbells. We pulled 2 base autos of him in this one. Cole Emerson, draft picks and prospects, Jaworski, and Nathan Detmer, refractors. All right, we have one more pack left in our first jumbo before we go to our last jumbo for a few weeks. Let's say if they count that Jones as an auto, yeah, that would be ridiculous. We hit all 3 though, right? The Xander Muth, the Christian Campbell, and the Ty Pete. Yeah, that would be crazy if they had counted that as an auto. But we did get 3 others. And we're going to get one more sky blue chrome refractor out of this box. No more paper refractors. We have a Gavin Cross, Connor Burns, Brock Vradenberg, Carlson Reed, Alfredo Duno, and a sky blue Jason Savacool. Blake Mitchell, Draft Night, Cam Fisher, and Anthony Gutierrez getting refractors to finish off the box. So a lot of guys got 2 in that one as well. Savacool, the 6th rounder, getting a first Bowman card. That doesn't happen all the time. All right, and let's do our final 2023 Bowman draft before the release of 2024. Ooh, Karl Anthony Towns 15 on the board already. I should have doubled down on that bet. I feel like we have a pretty good distribution so far. Any big names that are still looking for a hit in this one? We've hit a lot of guys twice, and a lot of the big names now on the board twice. Max Clark's name we've said a couple times. Wyatt's been on the board twice. Skeens has been on the board once. Wilson a couple times. We have an empty box there. Trying to think if there's any big name we're still missing. Tom Brady? Maybe Tom Brady. Maybe we can get our first Gibson or Yastrzemski. We have a Fuchsia Lunar Crater to start this one off. Jet Williams, Anthony Gutierrez, Jake Cunningham, Cam Fisher, Jason Savacool, Fuchsia Lunar Crater, non-first of Davison De Los Santos, 135 of 199, Marcelo Mayer, Transformative Talent, refractors of Questad and Tommy Hawk. Shaw, we have Shaw on the board twice in Chrome at least. Go right across that top row. Doesn't look like we'll get any autos in the top row tonight. Back-to-back Fuchsia Lunar Craters. That's interesting. We have a Jackson Baumeister, Brian Acuna, Nathan Detmer, Eric Batoni, Chase Jaworski, and the second Fuchsia Lunar Crater in 2 packs is a Joe Redfield, number 133 of 199 for the 111th pick. Braden Taylor insert, Nelson Rada, and Ethan O'Donnell. Refractors. It's going to be the Fuchsia Lunar Crater Hot Box. See how many we can pull. Looks like we have green paper in this one and a purple refractor. So a lot of color to start this box off. We have a green Drew Hackenberg, numbered 80 of 99 for the 59th pick. Jack Mahoney, Cole Carrig, Jason Woodward, Davison Gutierrez, Xander Muth, and it is ink on the purple. So our first auto is a purple Travis Honeyman. Pretty sure Honeyman had a pretty nice spring. We have a Tommy Troy, Conley Early, and Brady Smith refractors. So Honeyman, looking like he could be a nice prospect. Getting the purple auto. Drew Hackenberg with the green paper. Let's see. Let's switch the Carico for the Honeyman. And let's see, that auto was here, so let's keep it going there. We have a glass insert. And there's our third Wyatt Langford, base Langford, Samuel Munoz, Emmanuel Bonilla, another Tommy Hawk, Jacob Gonzalez, Dylan Questad, Noble Meyer on the glass, TJ Nichols, and Cole Foster refractors. You watched... Who'd you watch all week? Joe Redfield. I was hoping that wasn't you telling me you were stalking me, Meb. We have Sky Blue, keeping the hits going in this one. Roderick Arias Chrome, Cade Morris, CJ Kaifas, Connor O'Halloran, Cam Collier, and Jack Mahoney on the Sky Blue. Charlie Soto, Draft Night, Samuel Munoz, and Paul Wilson refractors. He's on the team that played against Vasilla. Is Rada still on that team also, or Alberto Rios? We have purple again. Let's see what that's going to be. Alfredo Duno, Ethan O'Donnell, Luke Keishel, Nelson Rada, Gavin Cross. It is not ink this time. Ludwig Espinoza, number 88 of 250, purple refractor. Colt Keith, transformative talent. Mac Horvath and Jacob Berry refractors. All right, let's see. We have one auto out of this one already, and it was in this row. So let's go with this with the 2 packs from this row next. We have a Sky Blue Paper and a Sky Blue and Lunar Glow Chrome. Braden Taylor getting a nice one on the Sky Blue Paper. 432 of 499. Chrome of Jacob Berry, Jaden Ham, Cole Foster, Hunter Holland, TJ Nichols. Sky Blue of Connor O'Halloran and Blake Mitchell getting the Lunar Glow. Drew Jones and Michael Carrico refractors. So, nice one for Blake Mitchell. First rounder getting color. Twice on that one. Lunar Glow and the Sky Blue Paper. Both of them moved up. I've heard some very, very good things about Nelson Rada to start this season off. It's Brian's intuition. That pack ripped weird. Upside down refractor there. Is that going to be another auto in this third row? Let's see what we have coming up here. We have a Jackson Merrill, Brady Smith, Maui Ahuna, Conley Early, Cole Schoenwetter. It is going to be another auto. So an auto to 499 coming up here. And it is double hits for Jack Mahoney in this box. Numbered 248 of 499 for Jack Mahoney. Felon Celestin, Roman Anthony, and Jake DeLeo, refractors. So we have 2 autos out of this one so far. If I spot another upside down card, I'm going to hold that pack till the end so we can save some ink until the end. Because it seems like the autos have all been upside down in this box. A purple and a refractor on the board already, so fingers crossed for more color. Philip Abner, Kemp Alderman, Spencer Nivens, Hans Montero, Kevin Parada, Charlie Soto, Jacob Wilson Draft Night, refractors of Blake Mitchell and Luis Guanipa. So a couple nice ones for Blake Mitchell in this box. Just sent a Rada Mojo Purple first to PSA. It's the time to start getting Radas graded. We have a Aqua Wave or Teal Wave coming up in this one. Shouldn't be an auto. We have a Brock Roden Chrome, Hao-Yu Lee, Amarian Boyd, Mac Horvath, Jack Weniger. It is not ink. It is another hit for Cade Color. I think we had a Fuchsia Lunar Crater before, and now we have, or maybe it was an Aqua Lunar Crater. Maybe we got double Aquas for Cade Color. Number 37 of 125 there. Jacob Wilson, another insert. Emmett Olson and Alberto Rios on the refractors. Yeah, I think we might have got two different Cade Colors numbered to 125 tonight, if I remember correctly. Teal Wave and a Teal Lunar Crater or Aqua Lunar Crater. I've always called them Aqua, but if they're both numbered to 125, maybe they're both Teal or both Aqua. All right, two more packs to go tonight. We will recap all of the hits like always. We have the upside down card here, so that's going to be our last auto. Looked like it was a base. And one more non-auto pack. Yeah, no color in this one. We have a Connor Burns, Brock Vredenberg, Carlson Reed. We've said a lot of names on repeat tonight. Michael Arroyo, Max Clark, Trey Morgan, Cam Collier on the insert, Hao-Yu Lee, and Charlie Soto refractors. And let's see our final auto of the night. Waldrop is hiding. Well, we got him twice in Chrome, but yeah, he's been quiet since the Super Jumbo. Oh, is that a mood ring? No, it's not. It's just a one of the other inserts. All right. We have an Ethan Salas, Chris Clark, Braden Taylor on the board again, Hero Wyatt, Ludwig Espinoza. In the back, we have, there's Hurston. Good request, Chris. We got a Hurston out on the board to end things. Hans Montero. The insert is another Jacob Wilson insert. I feel like we've done that a lot recently. And our final card of the night is Marcus Brown. Not an overwhelming final auto of the night. All right, let me sleeve these cards up, and then we'll recap the hits from tonight. Like I mentioned, I'm going to try, as soon as I get the notification that my 2024 Bowman Blasters are shipping from Fanatics, I will get that break posted on District. If anybody is not part of our District group yet and is interested in breaking with us, off of eBay in our team breaks, the link to District is in the chat. And if anybody's interested in joining the Facebook group where we could also be running breaks, the Facebook link is there. All right, let's recap the hits from tonight. Yeah, Eldridge, I feel like we might have hit one of him very early, but I don't know if we heard from him after that in Chrome. All right, Hurston Waldrop with the refractor, Marcus Brown base auto, Max Clark base, Cade Color Aqua Wave to 125, Jack Mahoney base auto, Connor O'Halloran chrome blue, sky blue, Braden Taylor sky blue paper, Blake Mitchell lunar glow, Ludwig Espinoza purple, Jack Mahoney sky blue chrome, Wyatt Langford base, Michael Carrico purple auto, Drew Hackenberg green paper, Joe Redfield and Davison De Los Santos fuchsia lunar crater, Jason Savacool sky blue chrome, base of Max Clark, Christian Campbell base auto, Wyatt Langford refractor, Xander Muth blue wave auto, Paul Skeens Wyatt Langford base, Zach Levinson fuchsia lunar crater, Alberto Rios lunar glow, Jake Cunningham sky blue paper, Jackson Baumeister sky blue chrome on the Cunningham, sky blue paper on the Baumeister, yellow lunar crater Maui Ahuna, Baumeister on the refractor. Why did I top load that? That was weird. Jaden Ham on the sky blue paper, Cole Schoenwetter on the speckle refractor, base auto of Austin Trozer. There's the other number 125 Cade color, aqua lunar crater, Cole Miller gold, Max Clark base, Jerron Watts Brown speckle, Max Clark base again, Joe Whitman sky blue paper, Christian Campbell second base auto, Jacob Wilson, Matt Shaw getting 2 base each, Brock Roden watermelon. Then going across the back, we had the Jackson Holiday purple to 250. Let's go Travis Honeyman next, the purple auto numbered 67 of 250. The Drew Jones red flag variation, numbered 53 of 54. Cool hit for the Drew Jones spot. Max Anderson on the blue auto, numbered 20 of 150. Ralphie Velasquez on the base auto. And the Ty Pete black auto, numbered 72 of 75. Finishes off the wrap-up tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining the break tonight, and we will see you back here, not next Sunday, but next Wednesday for the beginning of 2024 Bowman. Have a great night, everyone, and let's see, Lucas, I saw he went for indeed. All right, everybody, have a good week, and we will see you back here for a brand new product.